Oh, yeah.
Woo, we are back. It's 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Wow.
Really? Oh,
I
my
know.
goodness.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah,
Eastern time. Y'all may be in the afternoon across somewhere else, but we're getting towards the evening here. And the stream and then the finale. Wrapping this day up.
Yeah, crazy. If you guys haven't already.
Glitching brain.
She's looking at me
Continue on.
like, all right, keep it going. Jeez. This is what happens when you do all these live streams back to back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Your brain melts.
I know.
Smash the like button. Keenan says, move over. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell because we're live for another 2 hours roughly.
We are. For information about the sales, giveaways, everything else that's going on for the Blue Friday sale, which does go through the 10th. Go to waterboxaquariums.com for more information. It's all on your front page. There are still chances to enter into grand prize giveaway as well as the CRF raffle. Those go until 6:59. You have 58 more minutes, guys, to get your entries in for the raffle, which is benefiting Coral Restoration Foundation for a great cause. All of it goes to that. And also the 2 grand prize $5,000 gift cards.
We broke 14,000.
Woo! Congrats.
So that's
amazing,
cool.
guys.
Again, if you haven't signed up for the raffle, go do it. If you haven't signed up for the grand prize, go do it.
Yep.
If you haven't signed up for the giveaways during the stream, go do it.
Right, which there are 3 $500 gift cards being given away in this stream. You can go to the website on the stream time, enter there. There'll be a bonus word being dropped to get you extra entries. We're blowing through all that fast because we've said it 7 times now. But yeah, see what we can do with 57 more minutes left in the CRF raffle. I'd love to see what else we can put forward. 100% of that's going to them. So,
absolutely.
But, on this one, we are doing another owner spotlight.
Yes.
And a lot of people kind of always wonder, like, where do we find the people that we use for these owner spotlights on our special events? It is our Waterbox Facebook official group. So if you're not part of it, get over there, share your Waterbox, especially with all the new Waterboxes that are going out. There's a lot of new Waterbox owners that are joining the Waterbox family, people that are upgrading, adding to their collection. We want to see you in there. Share. People love to see it. It's a great group. It's very active. And it's very kind. It's a very nice group.
Yes.
You know, there's not any drama. There's no people yelling at each other. That's my favorite thing about the group. And, and we find people through that group. When we're looking for our owner spotlight, we pick people from the Waterbox official user group for the most part. So most of you guys know this one that's coming up next.
Yeah, so we're taking a look at Adriana's tank. It's a clear 3620. Something you don't normally see as a saltwater reef tank, but it is phenomenal. So let's check it out. All right, everybody, we have Adriana here to show us her fantastic and very well-known clear 3620 reef tank.
Yes. Very excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this segment.
Thanks for having me.
So you don't have, I know we're going to focus on the clear 3620 today as kind of like our topic in the aquarium, but that's not the only water box you have. So let's kind of talk about what water boxes you have, how long each of them's been set up, and like kind of what you do with each of them, like type of stuff that's in them.
Okay, so 4 out of 5 of my aquariums are Waterbox aquariums. I have the clear 2420, the clear 3620, and the all-in-one Peninsula 15 and 25. They've all been set up around a year, give or take. Some have been 8 months to about a year and 3 months. The first aquarium I ever got from you guys was the clear 3620.
Really? Wow. So you got kind of a mix between built-in filtration and clears, but they're all set up as reef tanks?
Yes, they're all reef tanks.
Wow.
Very nice, very nice.
Went all in on the water box.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I approve. So this is what I call the $1 million question. What kind of drove you to Waterbox? What made you decide to choose Waterbox as your aquariums, let alone having 4 of them?
So first of all, it was your live streams, actually. I really liked how you guys were transparent and answered questions basically on a weekly basis. that drew me in. After I received my first water box, I was in love. The clear silicone, the flawless glass. I knew I needed more as soon as I got one. I was like, there will be more of these in my household.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Aquariums are addicting for
They
sure.
are.
So
Yeah.
I feel that like, did you have regular fish tanks before this, freshwater, anything? Or did you like, I'm going to get into saltwater and now I'm hardcore. I have 4 different tanks and just kind of took over from there?
Basically, I had aquariums before, but sometimes they were more of like setups with frogs and things like that. I did have a beta fish aquarium that turned into a kind of like a planted aquarium. And then from there, I always knew I wanted a saltwater aquarium, but I was really worried to get into the hobby. So it took me about 10 years of research before I actually got into it.
Wow, that is definitely
Wow.
learning before you jump in, which is a great thing because obviously, I mean, anyone who's seen you, I mean, you're very active in our Facebook user group. You're very well known with your aquariums and your beautiful livestock and stuff. So, I mean, obviously doing a lot of research beforehand and still basically being a year into saltwater, you've got this nailed down. Like, we're excited to learn what you're doing and sharing that with other people.
Thanks, guys.
Why did you choose, because it goes against what a lot of people do, is getting a sump system with an overflow, which are marketed towards saltwater for the most part. But like, what made you choose to get the Clear 3620 as your first reef tank and go with that versus a sump system?
Well, I didn't feel that I needed a sump. So I know everyone always pushes you towards a sump, and a sump is great to have, especially if you want to hide your equipment or add a lot of different filtration. But for me, I kind of realized as long as I do pretty large water changes and have a really good skimmer, that's all that I needed. And that whole clear aspect of it, I loved. That it just looks like it's always floating no matter where I put it in the house. One of your clears, it always looks good.
That's true, because you have the full view, kind of nothing blocking the view.
So
basically.
Adriana, are you very particular about how clean the glass is? Like, one of the things when I have an aquarium, I have to have like all the panels clean all the time, or it kind of freaks me out. Are you the same way because of how you like that, the clear 4 sides?
Most definitely. My glass, I keep it clean all the time. It always, the way you see it is the way it always is. Anytime I walk by the aquarium, I clean the glass.
Nice. That's commitment, but it does make sense if you're going for that kind of floating look to it in the clear that, you let that glass get dirty and it completely takes away from it.
Yeah.
So what do you have like equipment wise that's running on there that helps you keep it clean without having a sump? And, what all is involved in the 3620?
So in that aquarium, I have an oversized skimmer. So that was something I knew I needed for filtration, because that's basically my only filtration other than water changes. I have the sumpless XP Aqua system, ATO. Mm-hmm. And I have a UV sterilizer on that tank, a hang on the back, as well as 2 narrow 5s and 2 HD 32 primes. I also have a 500 watt heater and the Neptune Apex system and Trident system.
Wow, got a lot jammed packed into there.
Yeah.
So you actually have no mechanical filtration. There's no socks, there's no filter roller, there's no hang on the back.
Nope.
Your water's so clear.
Thank you.
What type of rock did you use when you set it up?
Your Carib Sea, I got it from you guys actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you use the bundle made for that? I guess we don't have a bundle for that size. Never mind.
I mean,
it's
it
a clear.
could be a 3 foot. Couldn't use the one for the 90.3, but yeah.
No, I just bought a bunch of the arches and the shapes.
Wow.
It looks wonderful.
Thank you.
I can't believe there's no anything filtering besides the protein skimmer and UV sterilizer. That's really impressive. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that just shows that she does an amazing job.
So you say a lot of water changes. Yeah, when you say a lot of big water changes, what does that equal for you? Like, what are you doing on this?
Once a week, always. I'm on top of that. And it's about 15 gallons I pull out and put in.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, look at the little lionfish.
Yeah.
You definitely have what seemed to be some less than usual fish for your reef in here. I see a lionfish. Is there also a puffer in there?
There's 2 puffers in there actually at the time.
Okay.
There's a porcupine puffer and a dog-face puffer. They're very small still, so I'm slowly upgrading the sizes as I need to.
So these guys are not usual for what you would find in a reef. How have you found that, like what considerations have you had to take with stocking and, any issues you run into with like the puffers biting at coral? Of course, shrimp and stuff are a no-go, but how's it working out with those guys in there?
There actually is a coral banded shrimp in there. He's been there since day 1 and nobody messes with him. He's kind of the boss of the tank. Otherwise, I don't really have too many issues with corals. Only thing I found was the one spot fox face I have in that tank is the most unreef safe of the fish I have there. Yeah, so that's the one that likes to nibble at things at times. So acans are a big no-no for this tank. Everything else has been fine for some reason.
He just really likes acans.
Yes.
I love the lionfish in there just chilling.
He just sitting. And I see kind of tucked in there because they're very secretive is a marine beta. Those things are so cool and underrated. You don't see them around too much and they are very shy, but they're such a cool looking fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. My fish are really shy because of the placement. So when I was making a lot of these videos, I'm super close to the aquarium. Unfortunately, it's in a really narrow hallway. So I'm standing really close when I'm making the video, so the fish are less kind of the regular behavior.
Gotcha.
They're like, what is she doing? Why is she so close?
Yeah.
So Adriana, when you set up this aquarium, was there any equipment that you added later that you wished you had added from the very beginning?
Definitely the UV sterilizer. Okay. So recently I had a failure in one of my heaters and it caused a little bit of an ick outbreak. So once I added that skimmer and started dosing a little bit of the reef safe chemicals, things got a little bit better, but it wasn't until that sterilizer was put in that I really saw everybody start clearing up and being okay after that.
Nice. Yeah, it is good to fail safe to have a UV sterilizer on there. But they're not usually common equipment. It's definitely something most people don't start with either. It's usually added when there is an issue and you like see an either like an algae bloom or parasites or something that they usually get added to a system.
Yeah. So tell us about the livestock in your tank. Like what's your favorite coral? Let's just dive into that a little bit. What type of corals are you keeping? What's your favorite? What makes it unique?
Coral wise, I think it's pretty obvious. I love open brains and I love the acanthos. Those are definitely my favorites in that tank. As far as my fish, I think it's my lionfish. He's always just out and about, and he was actually the most work as far as feeding came. So I'm really attached to him now because it took me 6 months to get him on a frozen diet. But now he'll eat anything you throw in, like anything. So I think that for that reason itself, that's my favorite fish. But yeah, I have actually quite a bit of fish for that aquarium. They're all really small still, so it's been all right. But luckily, I'm getting an upgrade from you guys soon, so they'll have a lot more space, which will be nice. I have a blue throat trigger in that tank. I have the one spot fox face. I have a Harlequin tusk.
Wow.
I have a starry blenny. I have 2 puffers. I have a bristletooth tang. I have a redhead fairy wrasse and a zebra eel as well.
Oh my God.
Wow, that thing's loaded.
You're gonna, at some point, you're definitely gonna have a very large tank for some of those guys. But that's quite the biology. What is your nitrate stay at with your weekly water change schedule, which is great and all that? Like, do you have any trouble with nitrates getting too high? I mean, it's LPS, so it's a little bit more forgiving, but.
Yeah, my nitrates are always high. So I'm always between 20 and 35.
Okay.
Which is actually fine, I find. Like, I don't really find the corals have any issues. I actually do have some SPS in there.
Okay.
So, and they are surviving, which is great. They're not thriving, but they're surviving.
That's funny. Yeah, definitely, like, your collection of, like, the meat corals and brains and all that stuff, like, it's very extensive. Like, have you been able to, you're in Canada, have you been able to find all those locally, or are you having to search different online vendors? Like, what's the selection like around there?
It's not great, especially I'm in London, Ontario, so that's a really small place. Luckily, I have Toronto nearby, and they have a lot more going on. there's definitely a couple sellers that I communicate with regularly, and they notify me when they get cool stuff in. So I'm really lucky to have those for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not an easy collection to gather. Like those are harder to find, especially if you keep getting variety and stuff. They're not the most common coral, so you definitely can put some work into finding that much variety.
So Adriana, this is one of my favorite questions that we're asking you today because we haven't been able to ask this question before. You're using the Waterbox Reef Salt, correct?
I am. I love it. Oh my gosh. It is so easy to use.
Yeah, tell us about your experience, how long you've been using it, you know, what you like best about it.
Also, did you switch from another salt to that, or have you been using it since you started the tank? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so at first I was buying it locally from my pet store here in London. So it was a pre-made salt, and it took me a really long time to switch over to a salt. I did a lot of, as you know, I take a lot of time into research and waiting before I buy anything that I'm going to use. So I waited, and then I started watching your live streams on the salt, as well as just the reviews were so good. So that kind of got me in. That was the first salt I ever used myself and made, because I heard horror stories of people trying to mix them and use them. So when I got your salt and I realized, oh my gosh, this is so easy. And the parameters were so much better than the ones I was buying the pre-mixed salt at. So it was phenomenal. It mixes fast. It's so clean, and I can use it within 15 minutes, which is just wonderful.
That's great. That's great to hear, because it's exactly why we designed it that way. We wanted something that was super easy. You know, it wasn't overly complicated to mix. You know, where just anybody could do it. It's good to hear.
Yeah, and I've been using it for 8 months now around.
Nice.
Awesome. You can tell the corals are loving it.
Yeah.
So the parameters that you keep in your reef pretty much the same as what we run in the salt. What are your parameters?
Yeah, no, they're like exactly the same as your salt. The only difference is my alkalinity. I like to keep it at 8.5. So I just raise that when I do the salt. But otherwise, everything is just stable and perfect. And every time I measure it, it's always the same, which is phenomenal. Yeah. That your salt does that, actually, because that was something I was really worried about. And then my coral's struggling with that because, they are expensive and they're nice and I want them to stay alive.
Inconsistency can be a big problem in an aquarium if you have a lot of different results and stuff like that. So we know about like water changes, you know, so you're going on a weekly. What is your other maintenance as far as like your dosing schedule, testing, you know, anything else you do to keep the tank so clean and beautiful?
Maintenance, the biggest thing is the water changes, the 15 gallons once a week. Anytime I walk by, I kind of clean off the glass with your Waterbox glass cleaner. So I love it because I like how it looks. The wood look is amazing to it. And as far as everything else, it's pretty self-sufficient, this aquarium. I've never had issues with algae or anything like that. Dosing is just when I'm making the salt batch. So once a week, I'll change the alk. But other than that, I'm not really doing anything. It's really, really low maintenance as far as everything else except the water changes.
So really you're finding by doing the weekly water change, you're alleviating that need for dosing in between and really anything else, trace elements, whatever. So that's, even though you have to do a weekly water change, it probably makes it easier day by day to maintain the aquarium, actually, because you're not testing and dosing and stuff and having to do adjustments. So that's pretty cool, especially for having so much stuff in there. Like, it's extremely happy, like you can tell.
Love it. Tell me about when you do a water change. Have you automated it all, like in regards to like taking the water out, or is it pretty? You lug in buckets. Lug in buckets.
Well, I have the big brute buckets, and I have them on wheels. As far as I would love to automate it, I just don't have the space. I'm on the 15th floor of an apartment building, so there's not that much room as far as where I can set up another kind of bin or thing beside the tank. And also, it would have to look a certain way because I'm really particular on how things look. I like a really clean background and not too much equipment on this, visibly at least. So yeah, I just kind of pull it out myself with the CJ pumps and pull it back in.
Nice. Do you do, because you have 4 tanks, so Are you doing a water change on all of them weekly? Do you kind of keep the same maintenance schedule on all the different ones? Do you just got water change day, just rolling around with your bin of water, draining and filling?
That's right. Saturdays and Sundays, they're my water change days. And I have 20-gallon buckets, so that's what I use. And I do the exact same maintenance on all of my tanks because I haven't, the other clear I have is also set up the same way. So without the sump, it's a Reef aquarium, has basically the same equipment on it. And I do the exact same thing. And my Peninsula tanks, it's the same thing as well. I drain actually a lot of water out of those ones as well because one of them is filled with 4 frogfish at the moment.
Oh God, yes. Those are messy and cute.
Yeah.
Is your other one is an anemone tank?
Yes, an
Okay.
invert anemone kind of tank, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's the 15, right? Or the 25?
That's the 25.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember which size it was, but
Thanks.
you've shared pictures of all of yours in the group, so people can definitely find you there to look at all the different size tanks that you do have. Speaking of which, you've got another tank coming.
Yes.
So you have a Waterbox custom aquarium that is done production and is on its way to you. Tell us about why you chose to go that route and how the experience has been, you know, what you did with that custom.
Oh, I am so excited for that tank to come in. I cannot, it's going to be so beautiful. I can't wait to see it. So the experience was phenomenal. I didn't really know what I wanted. So I'm so thankful that everybody who kind of took their time and was so nice and kind to me because I kept changing my mind over and over again of what I wanted. So yeah, your service team is phenomenal. And yeah, I just can't wait to have it. It's going to replace this 3620, so I'm super excited for that. And yeah, I just can't wait for it to arrive, to be honest.
Is it going to go in the same spot as that tank is now?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to transfer everything. It's going to be wonderful.
Doesn't sound like a fun process, but the end result will be great. I know the custom tank is going to be a bit bigger. It's different dimensions, but it's a bit bigger than the current 3620. Are you going to be using a lot of the same equipment and stuff? Kind of just doing like a complete move over to the new one with everything? Or are you planning something different?
Slightly different. A lot of the equipment I am keeping as far as my UV. I am going to change the lights. I really want to try the marine blades, the coral grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think that profile will look really cool on the tank. As far as pumps, I'm gonna have to get some more equipment for sure. I need more pumps. But yeah, it's gonna be very similar. It's also gonna be a subless system, so with the skimmer hanging off of it. So
It's the way she likes it.
yes, when I like it for sure.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're doing fantastic the way it is, so.
Thank you.
Good. Looks good to me.
So people can find you, in our user group on Facebook pretty regularly, but also any social media pages that you have that you are on regularly that people can follow to see more, especially about whenever you are upgrading and moving things over to your custom. I'm sure people will love to see the process and the end result.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. It's a personal account of mine, but it mostly has aquariums on it, like everything that I have. And it's just my first name and my last name.
Okay.
On Instagram.
And we'll have that in the description as well.
Adriana, one last question. If you had a piece of advice to someone starting out in the hobby, what is that one piece of advice that you would give?
It would definitely be watch a lot of YouTube videos like the Waterbox live streams. It was really helpful for me starting out. And not to be too focused on worried about the sump system and how you're going to handle that. You can do this at a small scale with large water changes and a really good skimmer. Also to talk to somebody that is in the hobby and you really like how their tanks look or anything like that. I think that's a great way to start as well. I didn't have that, unfortunately, but I did have these live streams, which really helped me. So I'm really thankful for that.
That's
Wonderful.
Awesome. Yeah. It's been great. I can't wait to see what you continue to do, especially as you're going to be getting bigger tanks and the fish are growing. You have such a cool selection. So
I'm very excited to see the custom tank.
yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you're posting in the group whenever that comes and transferring, because I know everyone will like to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely will be.
We sincerely appreciate you taking some time today to talk to us about your aquarium. I think it's going to give a lot of people good inspiration. And again, anybody that's watching can head over to our Facebook group and get all the details on your tanks. And of course, thank you for always tuning into Waterbox Live.
We appreciate your support on everything.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. We're back.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a wonderful segment.
Yeah, absolutely. And Adriana has been killing it here in the chat, answering
many
your questions. She is like powerhousing on that keyboard. So hopefully you guys got a lot of your questions answered that weren't already covered in the stream interview. But as you can, and honestly, like, she's someone that people seriously go to for a lot of information, and anytime she posts in our group, there's tons of comments because she's doing something so spectacular in an unconventional way, and it's working so well.
Yeah. If you guys haven't already, head over to facebook.com/groups. Man, I'm trying to remember.
Just say official.
Yeah.
Waterbox
Look for
user
the official
group.
Waterbox group and join it if you haven't already. It's a tremendous resource. Adriana's in there. Ian's in there, right? So everybody you see on our owner highlights are in there.
And we expect all of y'all that are getting water boxes, upgrading new tanks, whatever it is,
we want to see
to
them.
get your butts in that group, post what you're getting. It's been a very active group today. I've been approving posts and stuff all day long. There's a ton of people that are getting new water boxes throughout the sale. And if all of you guys go and join the group and post, you're going to really help other people and inspire and answer so many questions. And that's what the group is about, is like helping each other out as a community. Definitely, if you aren't over there, I don't care if you like Facebook or not, go get on our group. It's a great place to be. I do want to say real quick, there's 3 minutes left for you guys to get your bonus word and your entries in for the gift cards. These are the last $500 gift cards that we're giving away, because the next stream is our finale, which is where we're giving away $20,000 worth of stuff.
Yes, and you
Makes
have
the 150
32 minutes to get those in.
Oh,
so if you want to enter into the raffle, go do that now. If you want to enter into the grand prize, you haven't done that, you want to get more social action entries, go do that now. You have 31 minutes.
The time is ticking away. Oh my God.
And we've raised just about 15K for
Oh my
core
God.
registration. So it'd be really cool if we could get to 15K. You got 32 minutes. If you guys can hop over there.
If we could hit 15, that would be amazing. Like, I really want to say every one of you guys that have donated to the raffle, I don't know, donated, but entered into the raffle, so appreciated.
Yeah,
It's so great to see all of us and the Waterbox community come together for such a great cause. Like, that's a lot of money. That's going to do so much for their research and helping to get these corals back out on the reefs and repair and stuff. So, every single dollar makes such a big difference. So we appreciate you guys. Every time we've done something for one of these, last year we did for hurricane relief. 2 years ago we did one for coral restoration. It's always been impressive the way you guys all come together. And really help these causes that we are so passionate about. It's really important things to us.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys are interested in picking up a water box, November 3rd through the 10th is the time. If you have not placed your order and you are going to place an order, I suggest doing it very soon. There are a couple models have gone out of stock in the U.S., much of which will be restocked next week, but we are not taking back orders, so definitely go place your order. If you hadn't seen the information on the Plus editions that we launched earlier today, after the stream cuts, you can go check that out. Really great upgrade to the Plus edition that has been around for a long time.
Yeah, so that's a great way if you're getting started to know that you're getting everything you need. I can't stop the yawn coming.
Getting lots of subscribers today. We've already gotten over 100 since we started today, additional.
Yeah, I gotta say, so our YouTube is now at 40,000 subscribers, which is pretty amazing. That's like a huge number. We kind of teetering like in the upper 30s for a while. So it's nice to see that get over 40,000. And we should today hit
3 million.
3 million views
Yeah,
on
somebody
our
pointed
channel.
that out, I think, earlier this afternoon. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we went and checked. We're like, we were really close. I don't think it updates like right away. But we should hit 3 million views on our channel today, and we are now at over 40,000 subscribers.
It's been a long. Getting subscribers on YouTube takes a while. It's not easy.
No.
But you guys are great. We appreciate you all. Obviously, so many of you have stuck around with us all day. We appreciate that.
I know we should be ready in a minute or two for some winners, and we'll announce those. But you definitely want to tune in at 7 p.m. So that's coming up next. We have some fun stuff going on that involves alcohol. Always a lot of laughs. Usually this guy drops an F-bomb, even though he's already done one today.
That was fully intentional. I didn't even plan on that. But
so we have a lot of fun.
Wait, you dropped an F-bomb too.
I did, and that was really not meant to be. That was just in a conversation.
Yours was not.
And that's also when we are giving away $20,000 in gift cards on next. Do you know how insane that is to say?
I know, $20,000.
Like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. We're giving away $20,000 in gift cards. Like, that's not normal. That's great. I mean, I love it, but there's going to be 4 extremely happy people in this next stream. But we do have 3 winners for this one for $500 gift cards as well.
We ready for that?
Not right yet.
Not
Just
yet.
about.
It just ended, Reg.
We're close.
Everyone is saying how much they've enjoyed the day. I mean, I've seen so many of the same names in every single stream, and that is how it is every year. Like we do, you guys are really actually committed to this full day and enjoying the streams. I know a lot of people that weren't able to tune in live will be rewatching later. But those that are actually committed every single stream, we love you guys.
Yeah, you guys are great.
All right, we are ready for
Let's
some
give
winners.
away some monies.
More monies. All right,
Take our monies.
Winner number 1.
Cole Herman.
Woo!
Congratulations, Cole. You got a $500 gift card.
Our funny little friend.
Congrats, man.
All right, so that's first winner. Let us know when we're good for winner number 2. You ready? Winner number 2.
Adrianna Ortiz.
Woo!
Hopefully I got that somewhat correct.
Congratulations. And we have one more gift card to give away during this stream to one more lucky person. Oh,
Oh,
we're ready.
yeah.
We're ready. Oh, drum roll.
Justin Smith. Congratulations, Justin.
Congratulations,
They'll reach
guys.
out to you. They will actually just send that gift card.
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
going to come to you straight by email. You ain't got to do nothing. It's
You
going to
might
come right
already
to you.
have it.
They're fast. I see gift cards are getting out right away. If you do not see it, please check your spam folder. For some reason, stuff loves to go to the spam, but it is there. Go buy yourself something nice.
Yeah.
You guys have about 26 minutes to enter. Last chance for giveaway and raffle. And then 27 minutes until we are back with our finale of the day. I can't believe it's going to be over.
It is
What
weird.
happened? It's so
I feel like I
fast.
was anticipating this day for a long time. That's how it always is.
I
You're
know.
you're
Once you start, it just
there's so much lead up to
flies.
it. There's so much planning. There's so much work for months leading up to it. And then all of a sudden it's like,
Done.
Gone.
It's over. Well, I hope you guys enjoying yourself immensely. We will be back here in 27 minutes.
see you then.
See ya.
Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell.
Don't go anywhere. Make sure to join us on the next Blue Friday stream for more guests and giveaways.
Blue Friday is back. Blue Friday is a day created by Waterbox Aquariums dedicated to education and growth for aquarists worldwide.
We'll be live on Facebook and YouTube from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. with special guests dropping knowledges about all things aquatics.
This year is packed with special guests, sales, and over 20,000 in giveaways. Giveaways include 3 $500 gift cards every stream. Grand prize is 2 $5,000 gift cards.
You can enter for your chance to win now by going to waterboxaquariums.com. And don't forget, Blue Friday is the best day to save big on your new Waterbox aquarium.
There will be sales on aquariums, accessories, and equipment. Sales are live in the USA, Canada, United Kingdom, and Europe on Friday, November 3rd at 11 a.m. Eastern until Friday, November 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern.
Waterbox is committed to doing our part in protecting and restoring the world's oceans, reefs, and waterways. So to keep that promise, all proceeds of the Blue Friday 2023 raffle will be donated to the Coral Restoration Foundation.
We're raffling off 2 Waterbox gift cards, each valued at $4,999 to benefit the Coral Restoration Foundation. To learn more about Blue Friday, visit waterboxaquariums.com.